Business Promotion!
What's up mga ka-YTV? Ate Sky here. It's time to give spotlight sa mga products and services ng ating mga youthpreneurs. I-check nyo na ang mga sumusunod because here in YTV Work It, we support your hashtag Payamind Goals. Want to see your poster or video ads here on YTV? Comment down below or email us at workit.ytvs3@gmail.com. Dahil sa Work It, your business matters. Kaya, huwag kalimutan to stay tuned for another episode of hashtag Payamind Goals. I-like and share nyo na ang episode na ito. Let's go!
What a dazzling night mga ka-YTV! Nasa midweek na tayo which means Wednesday na. At hindi lang yan. Wednesday means YTV Work It Day na. Ako si Kuya Roman, ang inyong kwelang kapintuhan at kaibigan from Sampaloc na makakasama ninyong muli ngayong gabi.
Kumusta mga ka-YTV? Sana ay dazzling din ang mga gabi ninyo. At kung hindi, well, worry no more dahil nandito naman kami ni Kuya Roman at ng buong Work It team. At syempre, ako ang pulokoy kuya ng Cavite, Kuya Ron.
Grabe, ang bilis ng panahon at napaka-exciting talaga ng ating last episode natin na ito. Lalo na ang pag-gold mo, Kuya Ron. Syempre, meron din ako ang yung necklace kasi nga, ang spotlight natin ngayong gabi ay about jewelries.
Ba, excited na ako, Kuya Roman. Ikaw ba? Kaya, wag na nating palalampasin at patagalin pa. Simulan na natin, get your best outfit on at partneran na yan ng dazzling pieces of jewelry. Because tonight, we will shine bright like a diamond.
Share ko lang mga ka-YTV. Sa history ng Pilipinas, ang jewelry ay sign of social rank, marital status, or pagiging kasapi ng isang tribo. Bago pa lang dumating ang mga Kastila, we have a rich share of culture and jewelry. Andyan yung mga amulet, anting-anting, at agimat na connected sa religious ceremonies and status.
Meron din yung mga bilog at tatsulok na mga kwintas o pendants na pinaniniwalaan na nagpapagaling, nagbibigay ng kapangyarihan and connected sa elements.
At syempre, nung dumating yung mga Kastila, nadagdagan tayo ng jewelry about Christian faith like rosary, medals, at crosses. And our culture and even our jewelry evolved in time.
Sarap nga naman balikan ang nakalipas, no? Pero excited din ako sa story natin tonight. Kaya, tara, muling maghanap ng inspiration sa kwento ng ating business owners dito lang sa Inspirasyon. Welcome to Inspirasyon. Dito, ating matutunguhan ang success stories ng kilalang mga businesses related to our topic. We have invited the owners of Metals and Gems Jewelry Studio, husband and wife, Mr. Chad and Mrs. Abb Manlapaz.
Good morning, Sir Chad and Miss Abb. Thank you for having us po today.
Thank you also for having us.
Yeah. We'll start our conversation po. I'll ask you to please introduce yourself and your business. Talk about how it started and what you do.
Okay. It started actually in 2019. It's the time when I sort of retired from our family business management. So I became a non-executive member of the family business. So my wife and I thought about ano bang pwede namin gawin? And then, because she's been in the jewelry business ever since she was young, and it's in her blood. Later, she will explain it to you kung paano napunta sa dugo niya. So anyway, in 2019, we said, oh, why don't we try pursuing your passion in jewelry. So I said, sige, maybe I can be a platero or goldsmith. Sige, subukan natin. Kasi I like using tinkering and using my hands. So I went to a school in Mandaluyong, and then I learned making fine jewelry using traditional tools, Filipino traditional tools. Wherein it's very difficult kasi like the piercing saw, like this one, yung blade nito, it's yung traditional natin, we use a guitar string and then you have to chisel.
You have to make your own.
Tatadtarin mo pa yan to get to
The teeth.
to create the teeth. And then yung torch natin dito sa Pilipinas, yung papump mo pang gano'n, and then you put gasoline in the torch. So it's really difficult. It's a very difficult way to craft. And it's mabaho.
Kasi may gas.
The fumes, ganyan. So sabi ko parang, I was 40 then. 40 years old then. Sabi ko parang hindi ata ako makakagawa ng jewelry for my wife using the traditional tools. So we looked for other ways, and then we found this on the internet lang. So I went to the internet and then checked a website. It's called Jewelry Training Solutions from Australia. And then they have this program, it's called the Apprenticeship Program. So I subscribed, and then I took the 10-stage course, and then I got the certificate, and the teacher came, certified me. So fortunately, I was able to get my certificate from Australia. Parang test na natin dito sa Philippines. parang test na nila sa Australia.
Parang skilled, certified as skilled jewelry, ano siya, jewelry.
So goldsmith ako. We also realized na because of that too, parang na using traditional tools, nakita namin paano kaya gagawin ng ibang mga tao, especially the youth. Kasi nakita namin na yung mga current platero natin ngayon, hindi nila ma-transfer yung skill sa mga anak nila. So nawawala the skill dies. Kasi ayaw na nung mga anak nila to take on the skill because mabaho nga.
It's a dirty kind of craft, di ba? So mas gusto nila maging mag-accounting, mag-nursing, mag-BPO, di ba?
And you can't blame them.
Right. And even I think the parents would rather have them do that, no?
Yeah. So, sinabi namin, why don't we create an environment and parang make a program to teach people how to make jewelry. So that's why we got mga modern equipment and we created the studio.
Then came Metals and Gems, Jewelry Studio. So 2019, we opened Metals and Gems.
We really wanted to teach Filipinos
To share the craft.
to share the craft.
Yes.
Alam mo, dito sa Pilipinas, siguro 99% or 98% are mga lalaki lang ang
Kasi
gumagawa
nga,
ng jewelry. Sabi nga nila, mahirap daw kasi. Sa ibang bansa, sa modern countries, ang gagaling ng mga babae gumawa. Super galing nila because they have modern equipment.
From all the things that Sir Chad mentioned, I caught one line na sabi niya, ang hirap nito, paano ko gagawa ng jewelry yung asawa ko?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
his inspiration was actually making a jewelry for you.
Unfortunately, she fell in love with jewelry first before she fell in love with me.
Right. So,
So,
we'd like
yeah,
to hear
so
your
yeah,
story.
Okay, so I am from Mikawayan. Originally, my grandparents are from Mikawayan and was a Bulacan area. Okay? Both my parents are from Bulacan. My lolo on my father's side is goldsmith. My lola was a jewelry designer. Okay, so ang ginagawa nila noong 1950s, my lola would design and my lolo would craft it and they sell to Mila Day. I don't know if you know Mila Day, but she was one of the parang branded here in Manila. So they would bring it to her and they would sell it to Mila Day and then Mila Day would sell it to here in Manila. But like what I said, sabi niya madumi, walang nag-aano na anak. None of my titas, my dad, none of them took on the business. So unfortunately, the craft died with my grandparents. So, but my lola and I shared the same interests, which was jewelry. So, kahit may matanda na siya, papakitaan niya ako ng mga bato, mga maliliit na ganyan. And I would appreciate it so much. Mahilig ako talaga ever since I was young. Okay, so then we got married. And then I was asked to join to help them in the business. Fortunately, the business that I was asked to help in is also connected to jewelry. So, natuto ako magtulong at jewelry, mag-appraise, mag-ganyan, because I had to have the badge. I had to have the badge of that, diba, to study. Tapos, sabi ko, shucks, parang gusto ko talaga ito kahit sideline lang. So, nagpaalam ako. Sabi ko, pwede ako mag-aral sa Gemological Institute of America. 14 years ago, I studied in GIA, jewelry design. Pero, pa-sideline lang. So, pag may friend ako na may platero, pagawa naman. Pero na-frustrate ako kasi ang mamahal ng mga single nila sa akin. So, parang feeling ko, parang bakang wala na akong kikitain, ganyan. So, I was always telling him, I wish I had my own, I had someone to make for me. So, that's where it came from. So, yung mga nagagawa kong pa isa-isa dati na sasabihin ng tita ko, ang ganda naman yan, gawa mo yan. Tapos, sige na, hubarin mo, akin na bibiling ko na, magkano yan? Ganon, it started like that. And I was already happy with that until Metals and Gems came. So that's how it started.
So yung Metals and Gems really is not a jewelry shop, but it's like it's a workshop.
It's a jewelry studio
We're a full-service studio. We make bespoke jewelry.
from designing, full
From-
circle.
Full circle, yan. Designing, bespoke. We also have some jewelry inventory.
Yes, we do have jewelry inventory, but it's a different, we do it in a different platform. Kunwari, si Metals and Gems may separate IAG. Tapos yung si Fine Jewelry MNL is where our designs and our curated pieces are.
And we'd like to ask, saan po nanggagaling yung ideas for the design and creativity? Where do you get those?
Okay, just like any other, siguro, no, artist, directors, the writers, di ba? You get it everywhere. How you feel, what you think, to a person or a thing, di ba? What I usually go with who is the person who's going to wear the jewelry. So who do I want to wear these pair of earrings? Sino ba ang magsusuot nito? Matanda ba? Millennial ba? O malaki ba yung tenga niya? Or ano? Tapos when I go to jewelry fairs, for example, I also take inspiration in stones, raw materials. So pag nakita ko yung semi-precious stone, for example, a pair of rubies na unusually cut, sasabihin ko, oy, okay ito ba? Pwede ko yung ring or ano. So I buy it. And then, that's when I try to conceptualize what I can actually do with the piece. So hindi nauuna yung design, nauuna minsan yung gamit. I tell them to talk to me. Talk to me, what do you want to look like? Ganyan.
There are many designers who are collectors first. So they collect gems, stones,
Yes.
and then they evolve to designing, and then eventually they explore making.
Yes. Yes.
So, gano'n.
Which is a very ideal situation, most especially for the young people. Kasi since very, energetic pa sila, energetic pa sila, it would be nice for you to start talaga from the beginning. Collect, kahit ng mga loose stones, ganyan.
You don't have to buy the expensive ones.
No, you don't. You start with the reasonable ones, yung mga semi-precious, kahit na yung, they call it Russian, but we would like to call it diamond simulants. Simulants are yung mga itsurang diamond, pero hindi naman. So marami naman na colored stones. Maganda yung matuto yung youth na, ang advocacy namin as Metals and Gems ay matuto ang youth or anyone, like he was 40 when he learned. So anyone can learn jewelry making. So we want to demystify the art. So we want people to appreciate how do you make jewelry? How does it turn into this? Parang mas ma-appreciate mo yung piece kasi kung alam mo kung paano nagawa diba?
Let's talk about the technicalities naman. So,
Okay.
I-share with us, sir, what you do in the workshop. Sige po yun, mga technical stuff.
Sige, connecting to what she mentioned, many makers are collectors from the beginning, and then they design and then they make. Ako naman, I'm not a designer. So, she tells me what to do. So, I do it because I like, medyo, nasa engineering side of ako ng jewelry. But personally, I encourage people to be an artist and a maker. So, parang
Combination.
And that's what we're looking, I think that's what's lacking here in our country. And that's what's lacking in the community of jewelers.
Well, not the creativity, no? It's more of the training.
there are a lot of people na
Creative.
gusto nilang gumawa ng jewelry and they have a design in mind, but they don't know how to make.
Right. Right.
And they
right.
ask someone to make it, and then ending up na, this is not what I wanted.
Yes. Yes.
And they want to experience, ganito pala, if I do this, ito pala yung mistake. So I have to repeat it. That's what we want sana in our country. And then that's what we also want to encourage people to do. Kaya we want a full service studio para to encourage them to make.
Ano po yung mga skills that yung isang jeweler should have?
Ako, maraming skills. Maraming. There are a lot of skills you have to learn.
Example?
Like manufacturing, kasi actually you're dividing jewelry making into several parts. Like manufacturing, metalsmithing, stone setting, polishing, engraving, meron pang stone cutting. Marami, there are a lot, and a lot can be explored by anyone.
Yes.
And these things are not being promoted yet in our country.
For example, us, no, yung sa Metals and Gems, nag-offer kami ng workshops. So yung workshops, hindi siya intensive turo ng jewelry making. It's more of paano ba
Appreciation na.
mag-saw, gumamit ng piercing saw so I can make a pair of earrings. Or paano ba gamitin to?
Rolling it.
Ba yung rolling mill? What is this for? Ganyan. Or paano ba magtunaw ng silver? What do I use to bind two components together? Ganyan. So there are many things. Yun ang mga kailangan mong skills. So marami kang i-explore talaga. And gusto namin yan i-share.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, sige po, we'll also ask, what makes jewelry and jewelry making a good business? Why did you venture into this?
For me, it depends on who your market is. Like her market is more high-end. Yung designs niya are more high-end. So, like in this situation, pandemic, if there are people who can afford naman to buy jewelry that's high-end, then it's a good business. Pero for people naman na hindi naman high-end ang
Or cannot
market
really
nila.
afford.
Oo. So it depende. You have to assess also what your market
Because
is.
you can also make non-expensive jewelry.
Yes.
Depends on the
That's
metals. Ganyan lang.
That's why we advise as a business person or as an entrepreneur, you have to assess first your market. It's not just about arts all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yes,
like
yes.
sometimes may magaling na artist, may magaling sa marketing. Pero napakamahal pala, or magaling na inventor, artist. Pero pag kinreate naman niya, super mahal naman, wala namang bibili.
Walang makakapili.
So there has to be a good balance. So for entrepreneurs, future jewelry entrepreneurs, or independent jewelers, you have to set muna ano bang gusto mong market. For example, gusto mo ng ang buyers mo ay sterling silver enthusiasts. Ayaw yung parang hindi gold ang hanap nila, or semi-precious stones enthusiasts. Or brass lang, accessories lang. So doon mo ilalagay na yung skills mo if that's what you want. So again, to answer the question, assess first your market, and then
Your
objective, and then you compute if this is what you want, if
Is it doable?
it's doable.
Right.
And talking about that, we'd like to ask, how do you market your products, your services? A while ago you mentioned that you attended fairs, so how do you make the products and the services appealing to?
Okay, we use Facebook and Instagram. Okay. So, and we have a website, metalsandgemsjewelrystudio.com.ph. metalsandgems.com.ph. So, dyan, yung 3 na yan. So, sa Facebook and Instagram, yung mga daily activities namin, pinapakita namin. That's how you do it. You engage your audience, no?
And what's real?
And it should be real, authentic. Totoong tao ka, kung ano ka, ganyan. Noong una, nag-aalala kami na parang, oh shucks, 20 followers, oh shucks, ganyan. And then, people just started watching, following, ganyan. So we decided, eto na, I think we really have a crowd to help. So, yeah, we started also the website where we have articles, we have blogs there, we have
It's important you engage your market.
yeah, it's very important. You open a relationship kahit na digital siya. It's very good that you connect with them.
Okay, so you really use a lot of the internet to market your
Yes, we
products.
do.
Yes.
And you mentioned a while ago, you also build on relationships.
Yes, most especially on jewelry kasi hindi naman, I don't know now pero kasi usually people in my generation wouldn't really just buy from anyone. Kasi syempre hindi mo naman alam kung totoo ba yan or hindi yan niloloko ba ko nito. So syempre kailangan kilala mo muna. So that's how you start.
Right. How would you relate your business, your jewelry business and your workshop to your faith?
We were taught, I don't know if I can mention, but one saint that we really are very close to is Saint Josemaria. Saint Josemaria Escriva teaches that it's called Opus Dei. Okay, so it's the sanctification of daily work. So we were taught that whatever you do, you don't have to be a priest or a nun, diba? You can love Him, glorify the Lord, glorify Him, offer up everything, bring souls in purgatory to heaven through what you do. All you have to do is offer it up. So that's what we do. Whatever we do, being a mother, being a jeweler, a designer, I offer it all up to glorify Him. And yun, kasi yung turo sa akin from the very beginning.
Ako naman, my first piece is a rosary ring back in 2019. So, for every bead, I would say, well, Merry Christmas. Sana hindi matunaw. Per bead yun. So, yes. We believe in sanctifying our daily life, our simple, doesn't have to be extraordinary. Your simple activities for God's greater glory. And all the gifts, the fortitude, the perseverance, the patience will be given once you
need it. It will be given. Always. Whatever virtue you need, it will be given. Because you know how wonderful that is, no? Like you talking to us now and sharing this with the youth. It's also a way of glorifying the Lord, diba? And how lucky we are that us sitting here and you just say, Lord, I offer this up to you. I offer this up to the souls in purgatory, diba? That's how Saint Therese used to do it kahit nauuhaw siya, diba? Kahit nauuhaw siya sa Saint Therese, simple things, diba? Ititigil ko muna, hindi muna ako iinom kasi sacrifice ko for the souls in purgatory. And how wonderful is that?
What are your mind goals or tips to the youth who actually are thinking of venturing into jewelry business?
In any endeavors man, you have to be, of course, persevering. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. So it's just in jewelry. It's just in jewelry making or jewelry designing, whatever, in business in jewelry. there are times that your customers will not be happy with what you make, and then be patient, be understanding,
And be humble.
be humble too. There are times na you will earn a lot. Uy, ang daming paggawa, ang daming workshops. There are times na in a month, parang walang paggawa. So be persevering.
Be passionate.
Be passionate.
Have faith.
Yeah, yun.
Have faith. But, basta kasi you do what you like. Kasi kami nag-enjoy talaga kami.
Then enjoy,
It
yeah,
doesn't feel
enjoy
like
it.
work. Diba?
Enjoy
So,
it.
maswerte yung mga taong nakakahanap ng ganung klaseng work, diba? So, ikaw, you have to really like that. You have to embrace it. Embrace your craft. So kami, in-embrace namin siya. And we really want to share that.
And enjoying it doesn't mean that it's always fun.
Oh,
It's
yes.
always
It can also
happy.
be struggling.
Enjoying means that you have to accept that
Yes. That
there
you made a
are-
mistake. Ganyan.
that struggling is real.
Struggling is part of it.
It's part
Diba?
of it.
You have to accept that. That struggling is part of everything. So in order for you to, I think, succeed, magpursige ka lang.
First few months, first few years of venturing into businesses similar to our business, well, you know, mas marami kang wisdom kaysa sa pera makukuha. And that's okay. Okay, then eventually your wisdom will relate to money. So,
And to relationships.
to relationships too.
Hello mga ka-YTV! Nung nakarang episode nga ay nabanggit na ang mga permits sa pagsisimula ng business. Pero hep sa mga ka-YTV natin dyan dahil narito pa ang ilang mga additional requirements na kakailanganin din ninyo sa pagpapatayo ng business. Ako pala si Kuya Roman, ang kwelang kakwentuhan at kaibigan ninyo from Sampaloc. Pagkatapos mong mag-apply for mayor's permit, sunod mo namang kakailanganin ay ang pagpaparehistro mo sa BIR. Sa process ng registration mo sa BIR, ay kailangan mong mag-file ng Form 1901 sa Revenue District or Office or RDO. Bakit nga ba ito kailangan? Kailangan ito para mapalitan ang status mo kung ikaw ay dating employed at piniling magnegosyo o maging self-employed o maging mixed earner, meaning employed at may business on the side. Paano naman kung lilipat na ako ng location ng business ko? Simple lang yan mga ka-YTV. You just need to file Form 1905 kung kailangan mong magpa-transfer from this RDO to another RDO. All you have to do is to submit all of your requirements sa BIR. Bukod sa mga nabanggit na forms, ano-ano pa ba ang mga ibang mga kailangan pa? Isa sa mga hihingin sa inyo matapos ninyo mag-fill up ng BIR forms ay ang mga documentary requirements ninyo katulad ng DTI certificate, copy of mayor's permit, and a copy of contract of lease if applicable. All of this shall be submitted sa BIR at kapag na-process na ang application mo, syempre, you will also have the responsibility to pay tax annually. Dito, kailangan mo ng Form 0605 o kilala bilang payment form para sa annual registration ng business mo. And after ng lahat ng ito, sunod mo namang kailangan i-provide ang receipts if you have physical products like skincare items, milk tea, jewelry, at marami pang iba. At kung meron ka na ng lahat ng iyan, pwede mo nang makuha ang Certificate of Registration mo. Para naman sa mga ka-YTV natin dyan na nagpaplano palang magtayo ng business, ano pang hinihintay ninyo? I-take note nyo na ang mga ito. Laging tandaan na doon tayo lagi sa tama at legal. We hope na ma-start mo na ang iyong negosyo at maging source of inspiration for other youth. Dito lang yan sa Bizwhiz. Grabe mga ka-YTV. Kinilig at na-inspire ba kayo sa ating lovely couple na sina Mr. Chad and Miss Abb Manlapaz? Pa-heart reacts naman dyan. It's never too late to start your own business and pursue your passion. Malay nyo ang hobbies or favorite mo. Ang sagot sa hashtag Payamain Goals mo.
Ang inspiring talaga, mga ka-YTV. Kaya naman, ako naman, natutunan ko na God really guides us towards our dreams. Like how He guided our lovely guests in their love story and in starting their jewelry business.
Mapapas, sana all ka na lang talaga. Nakakatuwa ang gabing ito dahil hindi lang tayo natuto kung paano maging fashionistas. Pero nalaman din natin na ang mga jewelry and accessories can be an inspirational negosyo.
Sa ating mga ka-YTV, sana ay may takeaways din kayo. I-comment na yan dito sa ating live stream at i-share ang ating hashtag Payamind Ideas.
Similar, or better yet, greater than 24-karat magics of jewelries is God's love, which can be felt through His words. Hi, I am Ate Naomi, a promising newbie from Pasig City. Let us listen and reflect on our verse of the day that we should take home. From the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13, verses 45 to 46. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant searching for fine pearls. When he finds a pearl of a great price, he goes and sells all that he has and buys it. Our take-home compares the kingdom of heaven to a pearl of great price. As young and enthusiastic Christians, we are called to advance the reign of God here on earth. Pero, magagawa lang natin ito kung tayo mismo ay tumanggap na sa paghaharing ng Diyos sa ating mga buhay. The merchant sells all that he acquires to this pearl of a great price. Ikaw, ano bang kaya mo i-give up o i-let go para maghari ang Diyos sa buhay mo? May the treasures of kingdom be yours.
Nag-enjoy ba kayo tonight, mga ka-YTV? Napapaisip na ba kayong magkaroon ng jewelry or accessories business like Mr. Chad and Mrs. Abb Manlapaz? Aba, see you again next week dito sa YTV WErk It for our special episode.
Grabe, what a dazzling and sparkly night it is, Kuya Ron. To get more of this and another YTV episode, remember to tune in every 7:30 Monday to Saturday sa ACY Manila FB page and YouTube channel.
Kindly click like, share, and subscribe. Click din na rin ang bell para ma-notify kayo whenever we post new episodes and other videos. Remember to discover your countless opportunities, have hashtag Payamind Goals, and together, let's dream, pray, and work it. This is YTV WErk It.
Abangan bukas ang kwento ng isang madre na sinubok ng matindi ang pananampalataya at kung paano niya ito nalagpasan sa tulong ng Diyos. Sa YTV Stories yan tomorrow. Dito lang yan sa usapan handog sa inyo ng mga kabataan, kasama ang mga kabataan at para sa mga kabataan. This is YTV, Youth TV, Your TV, Season 3.
YTV Youth TV, your TV.